Hi, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing some of the fabulous thrift store finds and sale items from my favorite retail stores, as well as an easy DIY spring sign for your home. So let's get started. This first piece came from my local Habitat for Humanity resale store. I always keep an eye out for picnic baskets, and this one was really unique, so I snatched it up. It's in good shape, but definitely needed a thorough cleaning. For only $6, I thought it was a really good buy. I like how the material is woven with the diamond pattern detail in the center, and I also like how the handles almost create a little stand and then come up and are woven together at the top. And both sides of the top flip open toward the center. I've already DIY'd 2 bird's nests, but this little guy is perfect for another one. I love the shape and size and detail on it, and for only $1, it was a must-have. Next, for 75 cents, I found one of these little wooden craft plaques. I have a really cute DIY in mind for this piece. I picked up this little wreath for just $1, and I'll be using it in the project at the end of the video. Also from the Habitat Restore, I picked up this wooden shelf. I really like the cutout design on the sides, and it's a good size to use in a smaller room or a small nook in your home. I might paint this, but I'm leaning towards doing a light sanding and then just a top coat to let the wood grain show through. This shelf was only $10, so it was definitely a great find. They had it displayed like this in the store, and I like that you could use it on a piece of furniture as well if you didn't want to hang it. Okay, this next piece, to me, was a total score. It's brand new, it's a metal hanging candle holder. And it came with the hanging bracket, but I like it as a tabletop decoration. It's in perfect condition, and I snatched it up when I saw it was only $4. And if I wanted to, I could remove the center glass piece and use it as a mini cloche, and then put a small ceramic plant pot in its place. Needless to say, this was one of those thrift store finds that you feel really good about when you put it in your car. Now, I have no idea what this thing is, but I liked the design of it, and I thought I could definitely use it for a DIY project in the future. The colors in the center are actually pretty, however, I will most likely be covering them up. And for a whopping $2, I had to buy it. This silver tray came from the Goodwill and was $3.99. The design was really pretty, it just needs to be cleaned. I am a sucker for buying wood cabinet doors. This one was $3, and I liked the raised panel molding. The more creases and crevices something has, the better the paint finishes look. There are so many great ways to repurpose these. This topiary is one of 2 that I purchased at a consignment store. I paid $20 each, which I normally wouldn't do, but I thought I could definitely redo these into a more high-end designer look. And I can definitely reuse all of the olive greenery in another project for this summer. Okay, normally I don't like little knickknacks, but I couldn't resist this tiny little artist bunny. She's painting her egg for spring. I love that she has her paintbrush in one hand and the palette in the other. It's too cute to pass up for $1. This green and pink dish was in the 90% off clearance section in the back of Hobby Lobby. It looks like it was from last year's seasonal decor and was originally $15.99, and I only paid $1.59. I might use it for a sugar dish or candy dish. And I think the colors are perfect for spring. I found this cute ceramic hanging lantern at Dollar General. I grabbed this one in light teal, and I thought it was really pretty with the cutout design around the sides. I may go back for another color because they were on sale for half off, so I got this for only $2.50. I thought that was a really good price for such a nice quality piece. Also at Dollar General, they had these sweet bunnies in the garden section, and I think they look kind of real. I may go in and touch up the paint, but I love the little faces, and they were only $2.50 each. Dollar General also had a 90% off clearance table, so I grabbed 2 of these banners, one to repurpose for other projects, and then one to use for next Valentine's season. They were only 20 cents each, and this little fabric bag was only 10 cents, which I will probably use for the next Christmas season. This iron-on heart was on clearance at Michael's. I will be storing it with my Valentine's decor until next year. I thought the torn edge look and the muted tones would go well with all of my other decorations. It was reduced from $4.99 to only $1.77. At Hobby Lobby, I found even more 90% off clearance items. I grabbed these cute stickers to use in my planner for just 20 cents and 30 cents each. Back in Michael's, I walked by an end cap and I saw these tablescape sets for 60% off. This pack of 3 DIY chalkboard trays were originally $15. With the 60% off, plus I had another 20% off coupon for my entire purchase, they were only $4.80 for all 3. I also picked up this pack of 4 white ceramic flower pots at the same price. So that means each little planter pot was only $1.20. These are a nice size for multiple uses around the house. I used some of these eggs in my last DIY bird's nest video, so be sure to check that out. I found all of these at Michael's and I absolutely love the muted colors and all the little speckles on them. This 6-pack was $4, but they were 40% off. And then this larger bag of 14 eggs was $5, but it was 40% off as well. All of these colors are definitely my favorite. They also have these little egg picks in different color combinations, and these were 40 or 50% off as well, so you cannot beat the price for the quality. I ended up paying just around $1 a piece. These next 2 items were 50% off at Michael's also. I bought these 2 little chalkboard signs to use above my pantry and powder room doors. I already have the brackets installed and I couldn't find the correct size sign base I needed until I found these for only $3 each. I am loving all the spring florals at Michael's, and I found these gorgeous mini bouquets there. I honestly used to hate artificial flowers, but they have come such a long way and look very natural, and the colors blend to mimic real flower petals. This bunch was 50% off of $10, so for only $5 you have a ready-made floral bouquet. I bought 2 of that style, and then one of this design, which is a more softer pink instead of a soft coral color. I think the little soft green accents add a nice touch, and they add a little height to the center of the bouquet. So all of these flowers were a total of $15, which is a great investment, and I can continue to use these year after year. Another great investment at Michael's are these greenery bushes. I buy these when I have a 40 or 60% off coupon. It's hard to tell on camera, but in person, these look and feel real. They are the Ashland brand Real Touch. They only have a small section of these Real Touch style plants in the store. I believe that the normal price for this one is $13.49, but after my coupon it was only $8.09, so a great price for this level of quality and for the fullness of the bush. The next great find I purchased was from Ross. I thought this vase filler was so pretty. I loved all the natural colors and textures. It is lightly scented, but not overwhelming. I loved all these interesting shapes and all the wicker spheres, so when I saw it was only $8.99, it went in the cart. Next, I found this cute little bud vase in the Target dollar spot. It was only $1, and I mainly bought it because I loved the color and I thought it would be a great addition to a tiered tray. So, as much as I love decorating with bunny rabbits and eggs for Easter, the true meaning needed to be represented, and I could not have found a more perfect cross to go with my French country decor. I just thought the carving detail and white distressed finish was so gorgeous, and it was 50% off, so for only $9 I had to have it. You can find these at Hobby Lobby. You can also find my next purchase at Hobby Lobby, and it was 50% off last week. I love these because they have these really pretty dark wood looking stems, and it contrasts nicely with the lighter green leaves. These don't look necessarily real when you're close up, but I think they look gorgeous from a few feet away. I will definitely be using these in one of my spring vignettes for the season. This little garden bunny was in the spring shop at Hobby Lobby and was 40% off of $4.99, so about $3. I like the texture and the look of a concrete type finish. I thought he would also look cute in a 3-tiered tray or in one of my vignettes for the season without looking too cartoonish. Okay, this chicken was one of 2 left at Hobby Lobby, and a lady stopped me and asked where I got mine, so she ran back and got the last one. It was 40% off, so it only cost $12. The camera really isn't doing it any justice. It looks like it's been carved out of wood and then hand painted. I think I'm going to save this for my summer decor since it has some green and red on it. In Hobby Lobby's Easter section, they had this bag of mini speckled eggs for $5.99, and I purchased them at 30% off. What I love about these mini eggs is the gray and taupe color mixed in with the green, turquoise, and cream colors. You can see the difference in size compared to the other eggs that I purchased at Michael's. Hobby Lobby also had these moss-covered craft eggs for 40% off of $5.99, so they only cost $3.60 for 9 eggs. You could DIY these, but I prefer to buy them already made, and it's certainly less messy. And lastly, in my shopping haul, I purchased these chip decor letters in the craft section at Hobby Lobby, and they were on sale for only 50 cents each. This is a great way to personalize your decor without having to use a stencil or paint them freehand. And now to start the DIY project. So when I started this spring sign project, I was going to use green and white, but I decided to use black as my base coat. This is Waverly chalk paint in the color ink. My thought was to make the letters look similar to a really dark bark, and the dark color will contrast the white background that I'm going to be using. You can definitely use any kind of paint that you want, anything that you have on hand. I like using chalk paint because it allows me to do the project in less time. This chalk paint dries super fast. I did this entire project in an afternoon. I started by just base coating all of the letters that dark black ink color. And then after the black color dried, I then added several different shades of brown on top in layers. And then I added a mossy shade of green as a highlight on each of the letters. I really like how these turned out. You can certainly do a brighter, cheerier color if you'd like to for your spring decor, or maybe do a brown or do any color. You could do white letters and put it on a different color background, but this is what I decided to do, and I really like how it turned out. This is a scrap piece of wood we had from an old shelving unit we removed in the garage. I used another piece of it to create a love sign for Valentine's Day. If you'd like to, you can check that out. I will link it in the description box below. This was already painted white, so I just refreshed it using a bit more Waverly chalk paint. I wanted this to look old and worn, so I added the color mineral and then went back over it with more of the color plaster. If you've watched any of my other videos, then you know I really like layering paint. After all the paint dried, I positioned the spring letters in a downward diagonal line across the board. Once I had all the letters in place, I just used a little bit of hot glue to secure them where I wanted them. I left enough room at the bottom of the sign to add this $1 thrift store wreath, and I just secured it with some hot glue. This bunch of flowers are from Hobby Lobby, and they were $5 because I got them 50% off, and I only used half of the bunch. I just positioned the flowers where I wanted them to be and glued them in place. It was really simple. And you'll probably notice that the edge of the sign is unfinished. I left it that way because I liked seeing the old paint that someone painted in years past that had run over the edge is still there. I could have sanded it off and distressed it or added some more stain back, but I really liked the way it looked, so I just left it that way. Now, sometimes when I watch other people do their videos, they do projects and the total cost of the project ends up being sometimes even more than you can purchase it in a store. My goal here was to do it as inexpensively as possible and get a really high-end look. So this project in total cost less than $10, and it's a fairly large decor piece. I really enjoy making my own signs because the design options are endless, and you can really have a lot of fun personalizing each piece, just like this one, to suit your own style. And it also allows you to design the piece in the exact size that you need for that space. And here is the finished project. I did add a small bird's nest from Michael's to complete the look. The white backdrop and the black letters really allow you to change the color scheme of whatever florals you'd like to add to your wreath. I kept things neutral here with the greenery and the white flowers, and the same thing with the eggs in the nest, but you could definitely pull in any other colors that you would like to that would match your decor. You could add in pinks, blues, purples, some brighter colors for spring if that's the look that you're going for, and it would all look fabulous. I showed the sign against a brick wall first, and then here it is in my bathroom, which is a blue-green color, and the wall is textured, and it really looks great against any backdrop. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.